A goofy hidden object game with critical flaws. Ostrich Island is a hidden object platformer, and the core component is understandably the movement, which unfortunately is probably the game's main problem. The movement is clunky and annoying and often results in you dropping off edges and platforms. My biggest complaint being that if you walk for a few steps it changes into a run. This makes it very difficult to do fine movements, which becomes a major issue in the latter part of the game where the platforms are very narrow and results in multiple retries of dull segments. It does use a checkpoint system to lessen the inconvenience of falling off ledges and being killed, but these are not marked in any way and can result in you being sent to the wrong part of the map just because you happen to explore that area first. There is a heavy emphasis placed on the customization of your ostrich, which is probably one of the strongest points of the game. You can change the skin theme, hats, body shape, etc., all of which are collected through the gameplay. A number of the hats are simply just recolours of the others, but it offers enough options to at least make a personalised bird. Interestingly, I found that body shape in particular can affect the gameplay. I changed to a very small bird and found that this made some of the sections more difficult. The rest of the item collection is also very varied. There are a large number of things to look out for which usually fit into the environments well and have different challenges behind them. Some require you to move quickly to find them before they disappear, others require trees to be knocked down in a specific direction, and some just require you to climb high enough. For a very simple idea, I think the thought has gone into the right place in terms of level design, and in many ways it's a shame that the control system detracts from this. For a game with very average graphics, it runs terribly. All of the footage is about 20 frames per second on the lowest settings. I did change the resolution to get the frames per second up to 60, and honestly it didn't look a great deal different. It still felt jerky and uncontrollable. I think it's not the stupid random game that it seems to portray itself as. It's better suited to a younger audience, as the colourful environments and freedom to do as you please should appeal to them. It also has a number of facts littering the loading screen. No idea if they're actually true, and I'm pretty sure that facts about ostriches are fairly limited in use, but hey, it's better than a blank screen. I technically completed this game in about 2.5 hours, but there is still a shed load of stuff to collect, and loads of achievements if that tickles your fancy. Personally, I'd had enough after this much. I found it frustrating to play and I didn't think I was getting enough from the experience to make up for this. The game is only $3.99, so you could probably eke the value out of this title, but without the polish I would say that it isn't worth it. It still receives free seasonal updates from what I can see, which shows that the developer support is still there. With a little more time on polishing the gameplay and optimization, I think this game could actually be pretty good. It might be best that you just bury your head in the sand and hope for a sequel. Here's another chance to vote for a review, hopefully with a more decisive result this time. First off, a game which I would say rates highly on my list of all-time worst trailers. We have Alien Hallway. Seriously, it's so bad it's worth a watch. Next we have Ride 'em Low. I've never quite understood why some people feel it's necessary to make their cars dance. Maybe this can enlighten me. And finally, what I can only assume is a story of my life. Robin's Quest, A Legend is Born. As before, just drop a comment below and let me know which one you want to see.